Is that Chris?
Yeah, we're cooked, bro. The fact that somebody like 1090 Jake, a random guy that came from out of prison, doing whatever he was doing, able to get on YouTube and make these documentaries, the fact that he got a voice in our quote unquote culture just shows how cooked we are, bro. It's wild, bro, but it also shows how cooked this generation is in general. The fact that somebody that was allegedly in a case with Larry Hoover from 50 some years ago is willing to go on social media and prove his point or speak out and even have to defend himself over some internet stuff, just show how strong the internet really is and how effed up society really is, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Man, what is good, YouTube? Y'all already know who it is, man. Let's look, it's Jay here, y'all. Back with another video, man. And today, y'all, we got a crazy and wild video to talk about. Now, it seems like in today's classroom, y'all, once again, we got another update on 1090 Jake. Yes, y'all, we got another update on 1090 Jake, but it seems like things are not looking good. Now, after he made that video about Larry Hoover allegedly snitching, and it seems like the guy that he said that Larry Hoover told on, I guess you could say his former op, James Highmith, has responded and pretty much called out 1090 Jake for lying, and 1090 Jake has not exposed his paperwork, and it's getting ugly. Now, we're going to talk about it because this is a problem, man, and it's getting out of hand. Now, before we even get into this video, y'all know my little routine. Just hit that like button, you feel me? And comment, tap in if you tap in down below, and also smash the notification bell. So for one, you can be notified anytime I drop a video, and also just keep y'all updated on this whole situation in general, bro. Now, before we get into this crazy video, y'all know I gotta shout out my people, man. Shout out to Tillman Williams Kennels, man. Y'all know they breed the best micro and pocket American bullies, period, man. They have been in business for over 10 years, so they ain't just somebody trying to give quick money or quick come up. They are very educated and they know what they doing. Now, not only do they respond pretty fast, great customer service, bro. Great work in general, bro. They got puppies available. They got studs ready to work, and they even got up and coming plan breeds, man. I kid y'all not, man. It done got so real, bro. If you want to get it right now, or you can't buy it fully, man, they got payment plans, man. Straight up, you can buy them weekly, or you can pay on it bi-weekly. However y'all want to do it, man. Shout out to Tillman Williams Kennel, man. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube, man. And for all my older people that don't know how to do that, man, they got a phone number, man. Straight up, 717-781-7083. Go tap in with them. Go get y'all puppy. I'm finna get mine. Now let's get back into this video. Now, as I said, bro, we got Mr. 1090 Jake on the roster. Now, a lot of y'all may know 1090 Jake from his content. You know, he's Mr. Exposer Rat himself. You know, I ain't gonna lie, besides what I think he stand for, he make great content. You feel me? He go in deep details, do a lot of good editing, top tier quality. I gotta give him his props with his dude. He pretty much go onto his platform and make content about big situations that's going on, you know, whether that's a tragic situation, whether that's some police, like whatever it is, about an arrest or a shooting or just situations in general. And I ain't gonna lie, he made pretty good content. Now, he made a recent video about Larry Hoover. Y'all know, the creator of the Gangster Disciples gang out of Chicago, and he pretty much exposed him for allegedly being a rat. Now, that had the internet going crazy, and a lot of people weren't feeling them.
Gangster Disciple founder Larry Hoover apparently got popped back in 1968, and this is the Chicago Tribune article detailing what he said to police. This is James Highsmith and Leonard Longstreet, the two men that Hoover said popped him and got arrested for it. 2 years later, Hoover would get revenge when he took out a 19-year-old, and 3 years after that, a 24-year-old was kidnapped. Now, the kidnapping victim was found unalive, and a witness to the kidnapping was set to testify against Hoover, but he was also found in an alley unalive with 2 wounds to the back of his head. These are the crimes that got a 23-year-old Larry Hoover taken off the streets of Chicago and sentenced to 200 years in state prison. He decided to run the gang from prison. The feds would come in and hit him with 6 life sentences. Now, Trump just got rid of that, but he still has to finish his state time. And right now, Larry Hoover isn't set to be released until 2066.
Now, as y'all seen in the video, he went on to say that, you know, Larry Hoover told that a guy that goes by the name of James Highsmith, and I forgot the other guy's name, had allegedly shot him or whatever the case may be. And then he said that he ended up getting arrested a little bit after for shooting somebody else or whatever, or killing somebody. And, you know, it just had the internet going crazy because he showed the actual article of them saying that he said it. Now everybody was saying, he out of line, and people were saying that 1090 Jake a rat too, because I seen a video where his name was in some paperwork. But who am I? I'm not no police. I can care less who a rat. But people felt like he gonna have to be safe after this. People felt like he overstepping his boundaries, feeling like who are he to be speaking on our coach or whatever the case may be. Now this got bad because the guy, Mr. James Highmith, the one that was into it with Larry Hoover back in the day, pretty much went onto his Facebook and responded. Now he had put up a post and said he never snitched on me. In fact, it didn't happen the way they described it. None of it. I refuse to re-hit something that happened 57 years ago. Stop it, right? Obviously showing that, he's saying that that's cap, saying that they're going to write it however they want to write it, but saying that, that was 57 years ago. That's old and gone. That's past him. You feel me? As he should. Obviously, his mind should not mentally be there no more. I'm pretty sure Larry Hoover, the last thing he cared about is being called a snitch about something like that. I bet his mind has fully matured, and that's the last thing they worry about. Now, right after that, people did not like 1090 Jake responds, because he ended up responding and said, OG Highmith told in his 90s Fed case, post the paperwork. Now, as y'all see, the same dude that he said Larry Hoover told on, he's saying that dude told in a whole nother case too. So people feeling like, oh, like he going too far, and who bruh think he is. Now, it's funny because situation like this, I do feel like, the 90s, stuff that happened way back then, 50-something years ago, whenever, bro, that stuff is long gone. You feel me? That stuff do not matter no more. And it's also like, bro, to be real, who are you to try to call somebody out for being a rat? And I'm only saying that because you got people out here playing with your name, saying that you are allegedly a rat. But when it come to you, because people like you, they make all these type of little, but. And I've been telling y'all, this whole little no snitch stuff, bro, the reason why I never believed in that little whole rule is because people abide by that rule until it's somebody they love, bro. And I feel like anybody they got somebody they love, really love, besides the gang stuff, before the gang stuff, they snitch, they're not gonna cut them off. So it's like, it's really pointless. You feel what I'm saying? But to be honest, that's y'all fault, because y'all gave him that boost. Y'all put that batter in his back. And at the end of the day, if y'all stand on no snitching, if that's what the paperwork said, like y'all said, we go off paperwork, technically Larry Hoover is a quote-unquote snitch. You feel me? I'm not saying he is, but I'm just going off y'all logic. That's why the whole logic is dumb, and I feel like that gangster shit has corrupted our culture as a whole. It corrupted our race. You feel me? Because we the only one that abide by that law. Mexicans can go do whatever to a black person, go to court, tell them to hit the stand. Guess what? They're gonna still love them. But yet, let a black person do it. We want to take their head off and discredit them, this and that. When the same rules that we're applying, the people that created them don't even follow them. So it just like, no point, bro. It's like really like a facade that we follow, and it's just, of course, us black people. Now, not only did he say that in that little comment, he also went on to his Facebook, Mr. James Highmith, I'm speaking on, and kind of went into a little more details. He had some things to say to 1090 Jake. Now, he went on to Facebook and put up a post and said, I usually don't comment on rumors, even if they concern me. It's sad that these so-called influencers will jump on anything that can attract numbers to their platform. Social media and the information highway is undoubtedly a very useful tool. However, don't allow it to overshadow common sense. As black people, we've always been targeted in a negative aspect, especially our leadership. It's two types of leaders. One that's been chosen for us, the other that was born to us. Larry Hoover was born to be a leader, and unfortunately, like all natural born leaders, he was destined to suffer. But at the same time, he deserved loyalty. I'm not talking about GDs, BDs, Vice Lord Steins. I'm talking about black people. Our biggest struggle is the protection of our own, our children, our women, and equally our leadership. What more, after 52 years, do Mr. Hoover have to do to gain our loyalty? To hold these so-called influencers accountable. Before they put out any information, they should have solid, tangible, and well-researched information. Now, as y'all see, he went on to say that, you feel me, that, he don't really get into the social media stuff. He don't respond to it. Obviously said that was years ago, but he went on to say that, that Larry Hoover deserved nothing but loyalty from quote-unquote black people. And, he got a point, because after doing 50-some years, and in a way, I really don't know why he deserved loyalty from black people, because you're going to be honest, if you look at the reason why he went to jail, it was because he hurt black people. I don't know. That's why I'm saying, y'all, gangbang culture is stupid. Yeah, he did 50-something years, but it's like, okay, he was a gang leader. I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of the loop. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all been looking like I'm crazy. I'm from the hood, but I don't abide by them rules. I do think that bruh should eventually come home. I think he done enough time. I think when people make mistakes as a youngin', they shouldn't be sentenced to a cage for the rest of their life, because your mind develops so much after you get older. you know, it just be on some stuff like, bro, give them a little time, but they should be able to come home after they've been rehabilitated. You feel me? But I do think that, you know, honestly, bro, this whole gang culture is stupid in general, bro. I could honestly care less. I do feel like, you know, 1090 Jake doing that obviously is gonna give views, but in actuality, bro, in some way, shape or form, these guys that apply these rules, or these guys that's calling out these rules, everybody, if it came down to it, will snitch depending on what the situation is. You feel what I'm saying? Because guess what? If you saw a little kid get their head knocked off, you would be an idiot, and you would be anything less of a human if you were to sit up here and not say what happened if you saw it. You feel me? So technically, you will still be a quote unquote snitch, but it's like, at what cost? You feel me? That's a little kid. So that's why it doesn't make sense, bro. It's dumb. You feel me? And you see everybody that abide by that rule, people that really stand on that no snitch junk, guess what? They're either in jail or they shot up or they dead. You feel me? So it don't make sense, bro. But I do feel like, bro, that stuff is the past. 1090 Jake wouldn't know shit about it because he was not born back then when that was going on, or he wasn't even thinking about jumping off the porch back then, bro. It just be like pointless. And I feel like the internet do give a lot of people too much power, bro. But that's just the world we live in, man. Everything is virtual. Everything is oh my God, it's weird, bro. But give me y'all thoughts and opinions down below, and let me know what y'all think about it, man. Let me know how y'all feel. Y'all already know who it is. It's Look It's Jay, y'all. Thank God for another day. Y'all be safe. I love y'all. Christ loves y'all so much more than I ever will, obviously. And yeah, bro. I'm out, man.